All right, shalom, shalom. First off, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Mokar Kadash. The honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth, in sincerity, the women and children, and the confusion of faith who follow. So, as you can see, this lesson, patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. And this is a Aristotle quote. I felt like it built value in me, so I definitely wanted to do a lesson. And Lord's will, this is going to be an edifying video. So, starting with the quote, it says, "Patience is bitter." So, patience itself is being bitter. It's speaking about the process that you're going through, having to wait, having to go through the hardships, the tough times, all right? Overcoming, being in it for the long haul, that can be bitter. All right, it says, but its fruit is sweet. So having that endurance, all right, going through everything that you've gone through, and then coming out at the end or getting the result that you're looking for at the end, that is the sweet part. Okay, so I got a couple of scriptures that we're going to go through. I'm not trying to make this a really long video, but we're going to let the Spirit move. So first scripture I want to get is Romans chapter 5, starting at verse 3. It says, "And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience." So what is tribulations? You're going through something. You're going through, it's like you're going through it with your baby mama. Well, first and foremost, we're in this gospel, right? So you have tasks that you have to do day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. It can get repetitive. And, it may seem like the scripture says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. You're going to have to go through some things. You may go through an injury. You may have to go through a medical issue. Okay? You may go through it at your job, whatever it is. Tribulation is something in your way, an obstacle that you're going to have to conquer. All right, we're going through these things, but we glory in these things because this is what makes us. This is us being tried in that fire as gold is tried, right? And when we come out, we're going to be refined. We're going to be pure. All right, so this is that purification process. It says, knowing that the tribulation is worketh patience, it's going to build up your patience. And yeah, this process can be bitter. It can leave a bad taste in your mouth. It can put thoughts in your mind that, man, am I a man of the Lord? Am I going to make it? Am I going to get salvation? Am I going to be able to do what I need to do? But you have to harden your mind and understand the process. Understand where you came from, where you're at, and where you're going. Right? It says, and patience experience, because going through all these things, you're seeing everything at least once, if not twice. And now that you're seeing it the second time and the third time around, you know how to react now. You should be learning from these tribulations. These tribulations should be like a learning curve for you. You've gone through it. You've seen it before. You know what to expect. So now that you're seeing it again, it should be easier for you. So yeah, it's bitter right now, but the closer and closer and closer you get to the end, oh, it's going to get sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. Right? It says, and patience experience, and experience hope. Right? Because, like I said, you're getting closer and closer to the end. So as that taste is going from bitter to sweet, your hope is rising up. Your faith is rising up because he's like, hey, I can see the end. And that's what we're in right now, because all these prophecies that we've been speaking of for years and years and years are being made manifest right in front of us. So we're able to see these things a lot more clear. And guess what? That bitter is turning sweet, and our patient or our faith and our hope is what going through the roof. So I want to get this word patience real quick. It's Strong's G5281, hypomone. It says steadfastness, constancy, endurance. Right? Because it's a marathon. You're always going through something. We're not here to live a I don't even know how to put it, a stress-free life. Okay, we're here to serve bondage because we went off from our power. But like I said, our sentence is ending, so that bitter is getting sweeter and sweeter and sweeter in our mouth. It says in the New Testament, the characteristics of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose. I'll read that again. The characteristics of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose. Right? You have a reason to be here. The Most High put you in this place for a reason. And you can't swerve off that path. You got to have the patience to endure this long road, endure this long suffering. Because in the end, it's going to be sweet. And we're going to get to that. It says, and his loyalty to faith and piety by even the greatest trials and suffering. So no matter what you go through, you're going to be loyal to the faith. You're going to be loyal to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You're not going to, like the woman said, curse the Most High and die. You're not going to go off to other gods. Or you're not going to forsake the Most High, forsake the brotherhood. You're going to buckle down and dig deep. Patiently, steadfastly, a patient, steadfast waiting for, a patient enduring, sustaining, perseverance. All right. All words talking about longevity. All right. So you're going to need longevity in the spirit, okay, to make it through this thing. All right. Moving on. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. It says, but as it is written, I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High have prepared for them that love him. And that is the fruit, that is the fruit of your labors being made sweet, right? We haven't seen, we haven't heard, we can't fathom the things that the Most High have planned for us in the kingdom. So while we're going through this bitter right now, we know and we understand that there's going to be something so great, something so sweet, something that we can't even put into words waiting for us on the other side. So it's worth it. Okay, moving on to, let me see. And yeah, this is go with that scripture. This is John 14:1. It says, let not your heart be troubled, ye that believe in the Most High. Believe also in me. It's Yahushai speaking. It says, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I will go to prepare a place for you. Right, so when Yahushai left, he's in the heavens right now preparing that place for us. Okay? It says it's many mansions. All right? We are going to be inheritors of the universe. Not just, 60th and Bedford or whatever, area that you stay in, your block, your hood, as they would say in the world. We're not going to just own a state. We're going to have carte blanche over the existence, over all of existence. So though it tarry, wait for it. It says, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. So that's the waiting process. He left to prepare a place for us, Yahushai, and now we have to go and endure this patience, this long suffering, okay, the temptations, everything, so that when he comes back, we are prepared for him, as the scripture says, as a bride adorned, right? We have to be that bridegroom. We have to be ready. We have to be prepared. And all that patience is doing what? Reading, watching, praying, the brotherhood, being a brother, doing your lessons, studying, edifying, being a man of the Lord, in your daily life, and at camp, everything, man. There's no time off. There's no days off in this. Every day is opportunity to serve the Lord. Every day is an opportunity to help stamp your seal of approval to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. This is James 1:12. It says, "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life." Right, so blessed is the man that endureth temptation. So what's that? What is endureth temptation? All right, you're going to go through things. You're going to be tempted. You're going to go through troubles. You're going to go through hardship. You know, maybe something that you used to do in the world, that old man trying to creep out. You got to endure that. You got to make it through that. These things are going to come. All right, but it says, blessed is the man that endureth. So you make it through these temptations. All right, when he is tried. So when they try you, you pass the test. It says, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised him that love him. So you're going to receive that crown. You're going to get that sweet savor. All right, I'm just comparing it to a sweet savor because, you know, this is the lesson. You know, patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. It's just like planting. That's what it's like speaking about. When you plant say you plant a peach tree. Okay, you take a pit, you put it in the ground, you're watering it, you're making sure it gets the right sun. It's not gonna give you, you know, a whole tree with fruit hanging from it tomorrow, or even the next day, or even next week, or even next month. It's a process, and we are going through that process right now. Now, some brothers were planted before other brothers, and this is useful that I got that because we're going to go into this Matthew's next. But matter of fact, we'll just go into it right now because this is really the same deal. You know, some brothers may be planted before other brothers, but we're all going to gain that fruit at the same time. We're all going to be ripened at the same time. All right, so this is Matthew 25. I'll start at verse 14. It says, "For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered them into his goods." Fuck it. And unto one he gave 5 talents, and to two, and another 2, and to another one, No, this is not the one I want. This is good, and this is actually, bear with me. I need a different parable. The same penny. That's what I need. That's what I need. Give me a moment. Here we go. This is Matthew 20:1. It says, "For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is a householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into his vineyard. And we had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day. He sent them into his vineyard. And he went out about the 3rd hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said unto them, Go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, I will give you. And they went their way. And again, he went out about the 6th and the 9th hour, and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went also, and found others standing idle, and saith unto him, Why stand ye here all the day idle? They said unto him, Because no man hath hired us. He saith unto them, Go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that ye shall receive. So everyone's coming into the vineyard to work for this penny. All right, and same in this gospel. Everyone's coming into this gospel working for the same common goal, salvation. All right, doesn't matter if, you know, the apostles have been in it 30 years. You know, some men came in the early 2000s, some in 2010s, the 2020s. You know, we're all coming in at different times that have been appointed for us. but we're all working for that same penny. And it said some man came in the 11th hour. There are going to be more people to come in right at that last minute that are going to be converted, that are going to wake up and realize what's really going on. Matthew 20 and 10, it says, but when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more. And they likewise received every man a penny. And when they had received it, they murmured against the good man of the house, saying, these last have wrought but 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal unto us, which have borne the burden of the heat of the day. So they like, well, we've been here, all day long. Why do we get the same reward as somebody who's been here 1 hour? We were here at noonday when it was hot, when it was not that many people out here, so it was more work to do. So they feel like they should have received more in this situation. Verse 13, it says, but he answered one of them and said, friend, I do thee no wrong. Didst not thou agree with me for a penny? Like, didn't you agree for a penny? Take that as thine and go thy way. I will give unto this last, even as I give unto thee. So we're all working for that same common goal, that same salvation. So we're going to have patience. If you started at the beginning of the day, you came in at the middle of the day, or you're coming in at the end, you're going to have that patience, because at the end of the day, what? You're going to get that reward. You're going to get that fruit, sweet, that sweet fruit. I said fruit, sweet. You're going to get that sweet fruit at the end of the day. Let me see. I got one more scripture I'm going to get, and then we'll go ahead and close it on this. This is Sirach 14, and let me see. That's like it. Sirach 4, and I'll start at 11, then I'll jump down. It says, wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek her early shall be filled with her joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and wheresoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. Right, so it's speaking about wisdom, and how it's going to be fruitful in your life, right? Now, let's jump down to verse 16. It says, if a man commit unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in a possession. That is that fruit being sweet, right? Wisdom, having wisdom, being able to, the scripture says that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, right? And strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. So having that wisdom is going to be worth his weight in gold, for lack of a better term. It's going to be invaluable in that day, okay? But verse 17 says what? For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline. Right, so you're not going to just snap a finger like I Dream of Genie and, be this great, brilliant man, this wise man. No, it says it's going to walk with you in crooked ways. It's going to try you. It's going to bring fear and dread upon you and torment you with what? With her discipline. So you're going to have to get in line. You're going to have to endure and go through this. You're going to have to bump your head and stub your toe and, knock your knee. You're going to have to go through these different things so that wisdom tries you to see that you are fit. Continuing that, it says, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. Are you fit for this wisdom? Are you fit for salvation? Wisdom is going to test you. Wisdom is going to push you and pull you and do every little thing that it can to you to make sure that you are fit for this gospel. Right? It says, then she will return straightway unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets. And then once you endure all of that, and you are able to be prepared for wisdom. So wisdom works the same way. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. That's how you get wisdom. Are you going to have to go through the bitter? You're going to have to go through wisdom trying you and pushing you and pulling you and testing you to make sure that you are fit. And that's what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is doing, making sure that you are fit for salvation, fit to be saved. You have to earn this spot. It's not going to be given you. You can have all the faith in the world, but faith without works is dead. You have to have actions. Actions speak louder than words. You can mean well all you want, but if you don't have legit actions behind your words, proving your words, then it's all for naught. So that's really all I had. Lord's will, this was an edifying video, and we give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, the women, the children, and the confusion of faith who follow. Shalom.